Hey everybody! Hello, hello! How are you this afternoon? Ugh, I was really hoping this would be further down, but these buckets are actually covering up the wall space that's left. So I have the hanks are up higher than I wanted. It looks like a store behind me now. Check it out, like it looks like a store up there. I spread them out from the, if you saw a picture of it, I spread out the hanks a little bit. And then this is temporary. I gotta figure out a spot for that. I might move it down to somewhere in here and then move this. How is everybody? I know it's kind of a weird time and a lot of people may not be here, but I wanted to come live today because my morning video this morning just felt, I don't know, it didn't feel complete, but I ended it because I was like, I don't know where to go. Hello Monique, hello Kimberly, and Lisa and Rebecca and Emily. Hello, if you're still there. I don't like how that went. I am just using up scrap yarn to make a scrap blanket, donation blanket. I don't know what stitch this is called. I got the tutorial from Blossom something. Blossom Crochet. Is that her name? Blossom. Oh, YouTube, why'd you do this to me? They changed up how my thing works on here. You're still there and working on whips. Oh. Yeah, I keep seeing this and was really hoping I could move it further down. What do y'all think of the background now? I moved things around a little bit. What was I doing? Hello, Joanne. Oh yeah, not my channel. That's not what I want. I want my history. I want my history. It is Blossom Crochet. Does it look good as in it looks better? Or how could I make it work better? I put some new yarn out that was hiding. These mandalas that I had hiding. And I've got all my ombres right here, and then this yarn right here in the center is the extra skeins for whenever I eventually run out of yarn for the gigabyte. I'm still not through my first skeins of all my colors yet. I bought 2 of the black sparkles and I'm not even through one of them yet. Oh, definitely pretty. Oh, I appreciate that, Emily. I just, I'm always self-conscious of, I want to make, obviously it has to work for me, obviously. Yeah, that pegboard, yeah, so let me show you. I don't know if you guys can see it. It actually goes pretty big. So I can hang things up on top if I wanted to. So I could put shelving, but not anything that would hold anything obviously too heavy. I'd have to make sure I watch what weight I put up there. So yeah, I definitely have some more vertical space that I could potentially use. I could put like cakes and stuff up there. I could somehow put these cakes up there. Oh no. Yeah, well, so over here, I mean, I could, yeah, because I'm going to put countertops over here. There's going to be a counter. We're putting in a counter base cabinets over here. So I mean, I could a little bit on the side over there if I want, and I can always rearrange these cubes. That's the great thing about these, is they are rearrangeable. They hurt the fingers a little bit to do it, but they're doable. So I do have a bunch more hanks to hang, but I don't know that I want to go any higher than I already have, because it would require a step stool of sorts to get up there. So honestly, I think the height of what I have now is about the height I'm gonna go. But yeah, the higher up storage could be more long-term storage, if that makes sense. And I'm also trying to oh, you know what? I messed up. I'm trying to decide if I should bag up all this yarn like I had. The only reason I unbagged it all is because, I don't know, I liked seeing the yarn like this without bags on it. Oh, I hope you find it, Rebecca. So if you guys notice, and I'm probably going to be pointing something out you probably won't even notice, but if you happen to notice me, hello, Lana Nana. I was thinking about posting a link in Frizzy's, what's it called? Discord. Anyway, if you guys notice me fidgeting with my glasses, I got my new glasses yesterday, and they're not quite fitting me well. They're a little tight around the ears here. So when I take them off, at least they were earlier. They're not bothering me now for some reason, but earlier they were hurting up here, and they're sliding down. I need to have them come up. They slide down. So I'm going to go into the doctor's office where the glasses are, the boutique part where you can order your glasses. I'm going to go in and have them help me because they keep sliding down on my face. Not a lot, but just enough that I'm like, I got to keep readjusting them up. I wonder if I could do that from my phone. Let's see. Oh, Rebecca shared it in the Discord. Yeah, that's why I asked Frizzy, because I didn't want to come on when she was on. So I was like, for some reason, I knew it was like in the afternoons when she came on, but I couldn't remember what days. Because at 2:30, 3 o'clock comes around, and I go, oh yeah, she was live. Oh, I missed it. So I miss it quite a lot, and I don't mean to. Channel. Let's see, share. Yeah, if you guys want to share it on places, by all means, feel free to share away. I'm going to share it in here. If y'all have nothing else to do, come hang with us here. I hope that's okay. I think that should be okay, right? I can share that, right? I'm assuming that's okay. If not, I won't do it again. I promise. Hello. Oh, so I didn't show you guys what I was doing. I just told you I was working on something. So I'm using scrap yarn to make this. I don't know what you call this. I mean, it's just a square, like a granny square, but it has these trebles that create that look. And I'm using a self-striping yarn. Can anybody tell me where this is from? I feel like this is a Big Twist, but then part of me feels like it might be Hobby Lobby. I don't know. I can't remember which one this is. And I don't think I can find any more of this one. It's purples, like a lavender purple, a darker purple, and then it's got like light blues, denim blues, and then there's a dark blue on the outside here. I don't know, it kind of makes me think Hobby Lobby. I don't know. So y'all, we had an impromptu storm come come through last night. I don't know if you guys watched my video this morning. We had hail wake us up at 11 o'clock last night. Golf ball sized hail. At can't get the words out. At points you could see hail like this big, but a lot of it was, it was good. The big fat marbles in the marble sets, not the small ones, but the big fat ones that you use to hit the small ones with. It was about that size to a golf ball size, and then some little ones, but it's crazy. And it lasted for all of like maybe 5 minutes. And nothing that we can see got damaged around our house from it, but it pelted. And then you could see our neighbors across the street. Their lights were on, and they were out back of their house checking things and making sure nothing was damaged around their house. I don't think people got much for damage because, thankfully, in the thunderstorm warning that I saw, it said 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. Thankfully, when this little storm came through and the hail came down, at the moment the hail came down, there was no wind. So it wasn't blown into the windows. Oh, Joanne, I hope you feel better. Hello, Lydia. So, yeah, I hope I think it was said you said you had a back procedure done or something, and that's making you feel kind of yucky. So I hope you do feel better. Does anybody know what this yarn is by any chance? I wish I could remember where I got this from. Gosh, I feel like this was Big Twist. Don't know. I don't know if it's Big Twist or Hobby Lobby. I can't tell. It kind of sort of has the Hobby Lobby feel to it. Oh, my glasses need to get fixed. Let's see, print. It's not that. It's got blues and purples in it. Try to look on their website. Is anybody doing anything fun today? Not that one. I'm still kind of feeling not sure what to entertain y'all with. But I just wanted to come live. I like the interaction that we can have. Because videos are fun. Oh, no, that's not it. What is this yarn? This got to be Big Twist. I don't think it's a Hobby Lobby yarn. It doesn't give Hobby Lobby vibes. Isn't that weird how some yarns can give you, like you've seen so many yarns from that business, that store, whatever, for so long that when you see something, you're like, yeah, that doesn't really give me the vibes of that store. I'm not finding it on their website. You're making a bucket hat. Ooh, fun. I am crocheting with yarn. I have no idea what it is. I don't know. I just can't tell by the way it feels because the yarn kind of gives me Hobby Lobby, but yet the coloring is Big Twist. So I don't know. I think it's Big Twist though. Ooh, I'm switching to the dark blue. It's so funny. This yarn is self-striping, so like it changes colors in the middle of the row. It's fun. It looks cool though. You're going to haven't had time to work out yet this week and need to get on that before I need to get on getting in shape too. Ooh, mystery boxes. So what kinds of things are you putting in your mystery boxes? Like, you know, like, is it amigurumi type mystery boxes? Hello, Angela. I decided to pop on mid-afternoon for me. We got school done in a lot happier situation today, or a lot happier mood. I found a program online. I literally Googled reading. Was it learn to read through play or reading through play? Or no, I think it was learn to read through play. And I came across a program called Play to Read or Play to Read. I think it's called Play to Read. And it's literally like little activities that they use their hands and, you know, messing up again. Did it again. So like today we did, hello, Tracy Tugman. Oh, so you're doing, oh, cool. I wish that I could figure out something I could make and have the motivation and passion to make a bunch of, because I would love to be able to sell things, but also at the same time I don't want to get burnt out. So it's just not in my nature, you know. So maybe that's why there's just not one thing that I can make multiples of. So I'm just not the market kind of person, I guess. Put the product in my hand and I can, you know, try and sell it for you, but like it's the sitting down and doing it part, making it part, that my mind just can't get to. You rarely have more than 5 of one thing on my table. Oh, well, that's true. Hello, Miguel. But that's still 4 more than I would want to make. See how the color's changing to the dark blue? So I grabbed some scrap yarn out of my tote and I threw these colors together. I mean, these 3 colors go together because this is Unicorn Magic and it has this darker purple kind of in it. But this doesn't exactly go. It's kind of, this is kind of, is it? No, this is kind of the unicorn out of all of them. Oh no, Miguel. Goodness gracious. What am I crocheting? I'm using up my scrap yarn to make blankets. I'm trying to make a donation blanket. Like, I've made blankets similar to this. I've made a blanket similar to this where it had these postworks done differently. And I'm loving this. Look how nice and square this is. It lays flat and everything. Miguel, you seriously just need to live in a bubble. Goodness gracious. Maybe that's what I need to do, Rebecca, is just make a whole bunch of big stuff. You know, and then I could sell a bunch of big stuff and be like, well, you get one of a kind for me. And then I guess if people desperately want a second of something, they'd have to pay for, you know, not a premium, but, you know, like they'd be willing to pay ahead of time or something for it. I would hope. I don't know. We'll see. I gotta get some blankets done. But do you see how squirrel my brain is? Like, I don't need to be starting this. But I am. You know? I gotta have, like, you know, a dozen blankets going at one time, apparently. I still haven't finished my cross pop, my diamond pop, my twisted, across the twisted plains, my busy bee. I haven't finished any of those 4 blankets that I still have to put tutorials out for 2 of them. And I'm starting this one. Look, it's just a plain granny on the one side, and then it's that on the other. So, I don't know what I'm going to do with myself. But yeah, I would love to do craft fairs, but they're a little bit I don't know if competition is the right word, but they're a little hard to get into around here because everybody and their dog wants to go do a craft fair and sell things. So, and because I live in a big city, so there's a ton of craft fairs and a ton of people that want to do them, and the good ones are usually full, which honestly, I don't know if I really want to do the good ones per se because they're usually really busy, but I don't know. I've done a few, so I used to do them. I mean, I did okay getting into a bunch of craft fairs. I only did 1 or 2 seasons of them with jewelry. So I don't know. I'm hesitant to do the crochet just because it would take me a year just to prep for it, I feel like. If I could start now and be ready for next season. So yeah, if you want to make what I'm working on, Lana, this is a pattern by Blossom Crochet on YouTube. I don't remember what it's called. It's just a pattern, like a granny square of sorts. It's just it's called like she calls it a posted granny square. So it's a granny square with posts. It is really cool. I think it would look a whole lot cooler had I used the method she was doing with hers in the video. She changes her color every 2 rounds. Blossom, Blossom, Blossom Crochet. I'll put it in the chat. Blossom Crochet. She is a UK terminology crocheter. So, but she does a really good job of saying, when you hear me say this, I mean this, and she repeats that several times throughout this one video that I watched. So, and I've watched her before. She's a pretty decent one. So she is in UK. She does speak in UK terms. So when she refers to the double crochet, she says treble crochet. And then, but you get used to how she says it because, again, she's constantly repeating, by treble, I mean double in US terms. And then the treble that you do, the post, she calls it a double treble. I think they call it a double treble in the UK. I think so, yeah. Time for your car ride to work. Woo woo! We're going on a car ride. Hey, y'all, buckle up. We're going for a car ride. I mean, if she's going to work with the kids, it's not a bad place to go because, if the kids are good today. I think I'm going to put this down after this round. I'm almost done with it. But it works up fairly quick is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, I'm trying to think what colors I could do. You know what? I bought, where is it? I might not have it out right now. Where did I put it? So I got the green to go with something else. Where did I get the green to go with? Ooh. Yay! We're gonna go play on the playground, y'all. Oh, what color did I get to go with this color? So I bought a bunch of this green from Hobby Lobby. And I thought I got a coordinating. I don't think it was this one. That's Big Twist. I can't remember what I got to go with it. Because most of my yarn is Big Twist, and I'm starting to integrate my Hobby Lobby back into it. I can't remember. But I thought that green with something else would look really cool, like possibly this one. I know, or did I just buy a bunch of the green just to have the green? I could have sworn I bought a matching coordinating variegated color, but maybe not. Because I don't have anything else around here. Most of my yarn is behind me that's all new. So a lot of the yarn that I have out there is my scrap yarn or the bigger stuff. I still have a whole bin of yarn over there that I need to put in cubes. But I actually had it in a box, a tote on a bookshelf. So when I get my new cabinets, I should be able to have a home for them instead of being in a tote, a big plastic tote. Although being in the big plastic tote isn't an end all be all, because I can see what's in it, and if I need to get to it, it's easy to get to. So fun. What kind of things do y'all have on the playground, Rebecca? Do you got slides and swings? Do you got like climbing stuff? What kind of things do y'all have on your playground? I'm sorry if I'm boring today. I don't know what. I'm just wish I had something to do with you guys. I have not started any recording for my flag either. Ooh, it's changing back to purple right in the corner. Oh, that's fun. Right in the corner. I don't know if y'all can see the purple, because purple for some reason in cameras do not go well together. Cameras make it look blue. Although this purple is still kind of making it looks a little gray. But yeah, it's turning purple right there. This is a fun pattern too. It's a fairly easy one because all you do is one round of granny square, granny clusters all the way around, and then the next round you do your posts. And that's how it ends up on the one side. So, and you flip after every round. At least she does. If you know how to make a granny square without it twisting and turning, then you can do what you need to do to make it work that way too. But I think you might still be able to do the post work without turning. Maybe. I don't know. I kind of feel like I'm recording a video right now. I was thinking of trying to do an evening live, but those are harder for me because I don't want to take time away from my husband. So, or I don't want to make him be the parent, when he's home. Like, and he is a parent, but like, I don't want him to be a single parent. That hair sticking out right here again. So. don't know what to do. So, for any of you watching that follow me with the squares, I drew, well, I didn't draw. Well, I guess I did draw. The granny square for this week was granny square number 17. So it coincidentally followed right after 16 from last week. So I need to update that on my post. 1542 already. Wow. Crazy. Okay. Go to my channel. Posts. I haven't done any more of the floral dish cards or anything like that either. All right. That's funny. Week 16 was card 16. Week 17 is card 17. That's funny. It won't always be like that. It just happened to be these 2 weeks. My chat hasn't moved in a minute. I hope it's still there. It's got 5 or 6 lessons. It's only 6 weeks. How many sets are there? There's, I don't know. This reading program that I got only has 2 sets, and it has 6 units of 5 lessons each. 5 to 6 lessons a piece. And I think there's only 2 units. So it says I'm still alive. I'm just curious because my internet has been messed with. My husband. Oh no! Emily, you weren't on when I was on, were you? You said you canceled it. I didn't see if you were on before I got on. I need to make sure I don't go live when you go live. So I am on the round with the grannies cluster. So I'm just, the last round when I said I kept messing up, I was trying to do a round of granny clusters again. So I do appreciate y'all being here and lurking with me. Let's see, what could I talk about? What could I show you? What could I do? It's a Tuesday. It looks kind of stormy-ish outside, but I don't know, I can't really tell. The sky looks kind of dark, but also not at the same time. It's hard to tell. Now that all the trees are starting to fill in, a lot of the trees have green on them now. So it's harder to see through them and the screen all at once. Yeah. Is this an okay time for y'all? Like, do I need to come on at a different time? I wasn't sure what time to do, so I was just like, 1 o'clock sounds good because it's in the middle of the afternoon. People, I don't want to have to make people watch replays all the time, so that's why I'm trying to find a good time to come on when others can be here. But I mean, this works for me. If it works for y'all, I can do as late as 2 or 2:30 and be off around 3:30ish, you know. It works for you. Well, that's beautiful. Because like I said, I want to try and make it work where I'm not going on when people I want to watch because I really like being live with people, because I can have I don't know if it's instant feedback. It does. It hasn't really been that long, but yeah, it's been a weird week or so, maybe, for me. I don't know. I had to do a live Saturday instead of Sunday because Sunday was Easter, and I wanted to make sure I stayed off on Easter. Although, honestly, I could have made it work because we were just sitting around doing nothing at 3 o'clock. Our friends had left by the time I could have went live. It may have been a little later than normal, but I could have done a little later. But yeah, that's why I want to do more lives again. I don't know. Do y'all want to have morning lives again? It just, after this morning, the last 2 mornings, I have struggled to get up and talk. I don't know what my deal was, like, or what my deal is. I don't know if it's just I'm running out of things to talk about or what, but that's why I'm looking for your guys' feedback, because I don't know how to explain it. I want the interaction with you guys. I love this. Like, I love being able to have a conversation with you and have that constant, that energetic conversations. So if you would want to go back to a morning live, I can do that. Honestly, I think, and you know what? I might do that, because then I can get my hour in that I want to do, and I can still keep my theme. Awesome. Can't wait to see it. So like Mondays, I could still do Monday make along live. I could do, but the thing is I want to have recorded videos too, because I don't want to have all my videos under the live tab. I want to have them under videos too. So so I would do, if I did lives in the morning, I'm only doing Wednesday morning right now, which maybe I may do just a couple more. I don't know. I can't decide, y'all. I'm in a rut. But I would do 7:30 my time. But that wakes up my kids, and so I hate waking them up, because once they're up, and then I'm mom duty. And I don't want you to take that the wrong way. Like, I love my kids. Like, I love being mom, but it's just, yeah, once they're up, and then it's mom duty. Got to make sure that they're priority. So, I don't know. I think I'll just stick to the recorded videos like I've been doing. Maybe I'll just come live on just random times like I did today. Because I could do, I don't know, I could do, my thing is I can do early morning, 7:30 to 8:30, and then I can do around 1, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Is it easier after they are up? Well, technically, but I like doing it when they're not up. I mean, because then I don't have to deal with, them fighting with each other, keeping themselves entertained while in quiet while I'm trying to do a live. And I don't want to, I don't know. I don't want to rely on technology to keep them entertained while I'm trying to do a live, so. Ooh, boy, 4:30 for you. Where are you at if that's 4:30? Because if 7:30 Central, they're watching TV. But this is the time of day where I turn it on and we just sit around and do nothing for a couple of hours, and then I turn it off and make them go play outside if it's nice, which I have to leave to go get my glasses readjusted this afternoon, so they'll sit in front of the TV till at least Daddy or I get back home. But it's not, you know, and the other reason I don't want to put them in front of TV that early in the morning is it's harder to get them off and start school. So that's why I don't want to do that in the morning. So, and I don't mind getting up a little early to record a video to put out. It's just this morning, the last 2 mornings, I don't know what my deal has been. Because I was regularly putting out 30+ minute videos. And today and yesterday, it was like I was struggling to get to 20. I did. I changed it up. So I originally had pulled out the 6 cubes right behind my head, right here. And then once I got this pegboard hung up, I decided I was just going to put the hanks over here on this side and not all the way across or anything. So I needed to put these 9 cubes back up somewhere, and I wanted it to be one unit as best I could. So I built them up here and left this open over here. And it actually comes down to here, not built in. So these are actually just buckets on their sides, these pink buckets. And they're actually hiding the gray part of the wall where the pegboard didn't come all the way down. So my husband put it up that high because of the cabinets that are going to go over here, because the pegboard sticks out past these cubes, if that makes sense. And so he wanted this to be up high enough so that way it wasn't interfering with the cabinets. So, you know, compromise. I got my pegboard hung up. Now I just have to, you know, do with what I have. Oh, cool. Slides and jungle gems. Yay. So yeah, I do have more up there. More space all the way up, but I was really hoping to get this further down, but you can still kind of sort of see it. C2C math. I've heard of that, but we use something similar-ish, I think. We use a really good math curriculum. So, but I had to change up my youngest to more, I don't know, engaging, fun games for him, because he was dreading school. And I will say that, my goodness, we were able to get both his reading and his math done today in like 30 minutes. And I'm like, okay, he's 7. He can go a little longer than 30 minutes. But I was like, you know, I didn't want to keep pushing more and more work on him just to fill in extra time, just to make him, just to feel like we've done enough. You know what I mean? So your best time is between 8 and 12:30 p.m. Central, and you work 2 to 5:15 in the afternoons. Okay, Rebecca, I'm gonna take that as, you know, I'm going to utilize your schedule, because I want, you know, people tell me what works best for them. I will figure out what works best for me that fits in those windows of people. So knowing that later, Abigail or Abby, knowing your schedule, Rebecca, is helpful. So look, I have made it to the light purple again. Alrighty. Well, thank you for being here, Rebecca, and answering. Those hours are good for you too? Okay, well, I'm going to write that down so I can keep that in mind for when I'm looking at hours. So here's the thing. I can usually be done by 11 a.m. Central with my youngest, But the reason I am not doing anything from 11 to noon, typically 11 to 1, is that's our lunch our lunch hours. You know, we start lunch anywhere from 11:30 to noon, and then, you know, I always wait till the last second. It's like almost 1 o'clock before I eat. So 8 a.m. So Lana, the central times that Rebecca put are still good for you, even though they're central. 8 a.m. to 12:30. But I mean, I could potentially do I could potentially do like 11:30, but I need to make sure that I get lunch for him. So that's the reason I don't do any time before noon. I was thinking I could do noon, because by then my youngest is usually eating lunch by noon. As long as I get it out for him and get his plate plated up and stuff. That's the only issue, is I'm still leery of letting him dish up his own things, because he's a 7-year-old. He does not have, when it comes to fruit, and he will put the entire plate full of fruit and put nothing else on there. Granted, now that's not a bad thing to eat, but eating too much fruit can, you know, be too much of that sugar. And I'm not worried about the sugar in his energy and stuff, but more or less the bathroom trips. And he needs protein, and he won't think to get himself protein. Oh, okay. Yeah. I try to, if I know I'm going to be going live, I try to put up, I try to schedule it in StreamYard or wherever, so that way it puts it out there. Because a lot of times if you schedule it ahead of time, I've noticed that most channels will give you a 30-minute, for some channels, it'll give you a 30-minute notification saying, hey, so-and-so is going live in 30 minutes. And you can actually, and that's why a lot of people end up in the live chats 30 minutes early, is because they get the notification so early. And so I'm trying that when I know I'm going to be going live, to schedule it and make sure that YouTube is notifying people. So 8 and 12:30. I mean, I could do 8 to 9, but then that's hitting the breakfast hour. See, this is my issue. That's why I was sticking to Wednesday, because I don't want to be doing every single morning where my youngest is fending for himself with breakfast and stuff. So that's why I do 7:30 to 8:30 on Wednesday. So that way, by the time I'm done, I can at least get him breakfast before we start school. So as I'm sitting here asking you guys about when to go live, I'm sitting here talking myself right back out of it, because it just works the way I've already got it set up. So I just want to go live more, though. So that's the point, is I'm trying to find other times that work for other people, but also work for me. So that is what I'm doing. Hello, Kendall. How are you? I'm just hanging out. I've already been on 48 minutes already. That's kind of crazy. I gotta get off here and go get my glasses adjusted, because I'm constantly pushing them back up here. They're ending up down here, and I need them to stay right there. Well, I'll be on for a little bit longer. I can't go any longer than in an hour and a half. So I can do at least another 30-ish minutes. It's funny, the guy that, I don't know what he's called, the one that helps you buy your glasses at the eye doctors, kind of in like the boutique area of the office. Yeah, for the thing is, Lana, it's a pop-up, and that's why today was a pop-up. Like, I don't know if it's gonna work every afternoon to do it. So like Thursday, I know for sure. Tomorrow and Thursday, I know for sure I can't do the afternoons because Julianne on Frizzy Bee Crochet, or Frizzy Bee, is it Frizzy Bee Crochet? Anyway, Frizzy Bee, she goes live around the same time, and so I want to make sure I'm not doing live when she's live because I like to be in her chat watching her live and listening to her while I can. So I don't know. That's the thing. When I first started my channel, I had to do I did pop-up lives, and I would just go live whenever I could, and that's pretty much what I'm gonna have to do. So I honestly don't even know when I'll be able to go live, other than pop-up surprise, and hope everybody gets their notifications quick enough. Ugh, these glasses are driving me crazy. If I can just get them to set in the same spot and not move, I would be happy with them. So I'm hoping that he can help me get them adjusted. I mean, the slight adjustment. Like, I feel like I'm just constantly pushing them back up on my nose. So I am thinking, as much as I decided I was going to do one single solitary video for my, I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe I'm going to retract that before I do say anything. If you get it in time, you'll be there. Yep. Try to look at this pattern and decide what colors would look good in this. I mean, even this looks good in it. But I just, I want to plan it like she did on the video where she changed it every color, changed it every 2 rows or so. Because this one is definitely very, like, the color changes are definitely broken. And when I say broke, I mean more like they're not falling in a good spot, if that makes sense. They're very, very sporadic color change. Do I want to do? Yeah, I want to do that. But I do like this pattern. You're not getting any notifications for me? That is so... Well, YouTube, shame on you for not notifying Kendall. You do have them turned on, though, right? I mean, that's a silly question to ask, but I don't know why it picks and chooses like that. Now, make sure you, like, sometimes you may accidentally have the notifications silented or turned off, like in your settings of your phone, not necessarily the YouTube app. So it could very potentially be in your, because there's been times that I've got notifications that are silent on my phone that I was like, I didn't mean to silent that notification. So it doesn't like make it known that it's there. So this is, it's called Posted Granny Square by Blossom Crochet. I found the pattern today, and I was going to do a treble crochet granny square that like Juan was doing with his donation blankets, but I couldn't figure the corners out because it kept bowing, I think is the way I want to call it. So like it would do like this because the treble crochets are so tall, and then I would do my corners, and then the corners would cause it to kind of do like this. It would kind of bow. Hello, Vima. So I tried up to 4 chains in the corner to try to get it to turn. But unless I blocked it, it wasn't giving me straight edges. It was giving me edges like this. I was like, okay, I'm done with that until I can figure it out. And then I just came across this on YouTube. I don't even know how old the YouTube tutorial is, but she's got one for both square and rectangle. Oh, you miss hearing them? Yeah, I have my watch that also helps. But I need to turn on my sound so I can actually hear it. Ring and notifications on. It's the Posted Granny. Well, she calls it, hold on. It's so nice having my new glasses. I can sit this far away from my phone and still read it. Easy crochet blanket / motif. Posted Granny Square. So I'm sure if you look up Blossom Crochet, I can share the link. Hold on, let me find the link for the specific one. Share, copy, post, paste, not post, paste. Yeah, I like the rectangle one. I want to try the rectangle one. Oh, these are 2 years old. So they've been around for a while. She's had them on her page for a while, her channel for a while. I've seen this before. This isn't anything new to me, but it's just, I've done a blanket very similar to this before in the past, but I'm pretty sure I did almost every, it had like a post done every stitch almost, where it like, the whole front of it was like post stitches. Where not spaced out like this. It was like there was one, they were filled in, but the edges did this. It didn't have flat edges like this. It kind of bowed out like that. So I'm trying to see if that happens with this one. I mean, it might. Who knows? I always find a way to do that. Not get straight blankets. Tension, I guess. I don't know. So can y'all help me out with this yarn? I don't know if y'all saw it, but I can't remember what yarn this is. And I only have this left. I want more of this, but I have a feeling this is a Joann's yarn, a big twist, that I'm not going to be able to get any more of. Because I don't know that they make this one anymore. Because I got it last year. I don't even remember when I got it. I can't remember. I think this is a big twist yarn. It's caked up, so it looks different than it does in the skein. Kendall, you're right. It's not Big Twist. It's Karen. Why did I not think of Karen? Oh, it's that Karen yarn that I made the winter mal with. What was that called? It's a Karen cake. You're right, but I can't. It's not a regular Karen cake. It's a Karen Blossom. I wonder if it's the Blossom cakes. That would be funny. No, it's not the Blossom cakes. What is the other one that I used? Oh. It is a Karen cake, now that you said that. It's a swirl cake. Michael's has it. Yay! I can go get more. Woohoo! I might be doing that on my way home from the doctor's office today. Thank you. Thank you, Kendall, for showing up and saying that. It says there's only 2 in stock. I might be getting 2. Oh, that's funny. Chunky cake. It's the Karen Cinnamon Swirl Cake. Yep, I used that to make that scarf. That, the one with the neck cowl on it. Oh, my hair. My hair needs to be washed, y'all. I am sorry for my appearance today. Like, I feel all kinds of a hot mess. My shirt's wrinkled. My hair needs to be washed. Oh my goodness. And then this morning on my video, it was a struggle bus for the 20 minutes I did. And I am so sorry if that video was boring, because I won't blame you if it was. I know, right? They have some, you know, Kendall, I remember when they came out with the first Karen cake. It was, and still is, what is it, 80% acrylic, 20% wool blend. I bought a bunch of this one, like, orange, like, it was like called like cinnamon or something. And after that one came out, they started coming out with all these other cakes, different types of cakes. But yeah, I remember when they brought out the first one. And I don't know, I can't work with it. It's soft, but the wool in it, just, I don't know. I tried and tried and tried to work with that Karen cake that I had 6 of. I tried to make a blanket out of it for my in-laws, but I never got around to finishing it because I could not. It wasn't breaking my hands out, but anytime I worked with it, it just bothered my hands to the point that I couldn't work on it anymore. So I just donated it to my local yarn store and said, y'all can use it for your little crochet classes and give it to somebody that'll use it, because I can't for some reason. But this superwash merino behind me, I can touch that all day because it's softer. But for some reason, that wool acrylic blend is just, couldn't tell you. Yeah, I like the, what are the cotton cakes with the blueberry swirl? No, not, what is it? Oh, they're the cotton ones. What are they called? I like the latte cakes. Those are cool too, maybe. Is it the latte cakes? Oh, the cloud cakes are soft too. It's crazy the different kinds they have. Whew. Maybe it's the cotton cakes. It is cotton cakes. It's just cotton cake. I got it in the wild blueberry. Angel cakes. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they ever came out with one like that. So I don't know. Sorry, I'm in a funk today, guys. I don't know why. Not like a depressive funk, but just, I don't know. It's like my energy's not there or something. You know, I don't know if I took my vitamins today either. I need to go do that after I get off here. Get vitamins out for me and the kids. Because I used to have an alarm set up for that, but I turned it off for some reason.
What?
What? Quit eyeballing me.
It's not my fault. I look at you. I just look at you.
Stop yelling at me. The edges are all wavy. Yeah, like I said, I wish I could find a picture of that one blanket I made with the posts. Because, like, it's done like this, but I'm telling you, like, it was filled in with the posts. So, like, the edges ended up being, like, wonky. But so far, they only curl on the post round like I'm on now, and when I put the next one on, it'll flatten it out a little bit better. But I think the edges are working better. Maybe. I don't know. Oh, see, I keep messing with my glasses. Good afternoon, Marianne and Teresa. How are you? Oh, what was I gonna say? Oh, I was gonna see if I could find that picture of that blanket that I made. Let's see. Blanket. I don't even know if it'll show up. I'm not seeing it. It was a blue blanket. Not that one. Oh, I love post stitches. Don't know why, but I do. They're just, I don't know. I really like the iris one that I don't think it's a new thing, but I put my own spin on it, so it feels like my own thing, I think. I don't know. Photos. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Blanket. You know what? I think it's on my Facebook. Pretty sure it's there. Because I can't find it in my photos. The Nova Triangle Shawl. Cool. I'm going to have to look that up. Nova. Is that on YouTube or anywhere else? Or is it somewhere else, I mean? Shaw. I mean, I don't know if I'll make it, but I just want to see the stitch work. Unless you've shared it in Facebook and I'm just oblivious to it. Let's see. Go to my profile, go to photos, albums, handmade yarn crafts. Try to put all my crocheted stuff in this one album. Oh, here it is. Alright, I'm going to share this with you. I'm going to share this picture with you guys. Oh, you saw it on Facebook? It's a shawl, yeah. Did I call it a scarf? I'm sorry. Okay, present, share screen, Facebook, share. Go back over to StreamYard. It takes me over to the tab, but then I have to come back to StreamYard to add it. So here's the one I was talking about. It's a mosaic granny square. It's called Mosaic Granny Square. Oh, you called it a scarf. Okay, sorry. Oh, I see. You said you finished a pretty scarf that had all kinds. Okay. Yeah, so here's the blanket I was talking about. It's called a Mosaic Granny Square. And I want to figure out a way to do this blanket. And this one is done where you do it all in the same, like, it's like filled in. Oh, it won't blow the picture up. I want to blow the picture up. Yeah, so every stitch has a post, whereas, and it's every stitch has a post, it looks like. It doesn't skip like this one does. The one that I'm making, the posted granny. So, yeah, I made that, 2020. Yeah, I want to have I'll show you some, here's some stuff that I've made over the years. Actually, we'll go back to the top here. So I made this is 2015. I wish I could see the comments and show you this at the same time. Oh, and then here's a hat, another hat. I'm going to kind of go through it fast because there's a few. Hello, Teresa. And I have to go back and forth between Facebook and I did this for a kid. There's a pot holder I made. I actually would like to make more of those. Those are fun. Made that pot holder. I made this for my daughter. Let me tell you right now, that thing does not stand up like that anymore. And I won't make another one. And I actually used felt. I glued felt on for the eyeballs to get that eyeball effect. And there's my daughter when she was little. In a scarf I made her. There's a what is that called? An octopus? No. What is that thing called? It's not an octopus. Oh, my brain's not working. Jellyfish, there we go. Jellyfish. For some reason, my brain just did not want to say that word. There's my middle child with a hat on. Oh, this was the bearded hat I made. There's the finished jellyfish I made for my sister. This is a, what is this, a BB-8 that I made? They're getting the fit, I'm working my way through it. There's the finished product. And then I made a R2-D2. I started this and never finished it, so you won't see the finished one of that. There's the BB-8. Oh wait, hold on, no. There's the two robots from the Star Wars. Right, Tammy Jellyfish. I could not get that word out. Oh my gosh, this thing is still floating around. I never finished it. It became like a little doll's blanket. So it's around here somewhere. This is a blanket I started from the Crochet Crowd that I did not finish, but it's big enough to be used as a blanket now. It's like a twin-sized blanket when you turn it up on end. So basically, not much more than that was done on it. A little bit more, but not much. So I'm just showing off some stuff that I've done in the past. Here's a hat that I made from some Karen Simply Soft, and my son was helping me model it. I made some fireman pants for a kid. So here's the rest of the dress that I never ended up finishing. This is one of the camper blankets I made for my daughter. Here's another one I made for my middle child. And then this is a mermaid. Oh, this is a mermaid tail. I made this into a mermaid tail. I think I donated that one. Star blanket that I made. I've made quite a bit. Oh, there's the finished one. I should just start putting my finished stuff in here. So this is one of those ponytail hats with the hole at the top. Me modeling a hat. Another hat. Another hat. Another ponytail hat. Like I said, I'm gonna go through these kind of fast. This is another ponytail hat. This was that, what is this, is this Argyle? I can't think of that. Yeah, I'm about to leave to go to the eye doctor's. Oh yeah. I finally finished this thing after years of being unfinished. I don't know whatever happened to that thing. I thought I kept it, but I think I might have gave it away to somebody. Hat that I made. Oh, here's the blanket all done. Not done, but I said, all right, we're done with that. We're making it into a blanket. That's that right there. That's about the width of the blanket now. Oh, and then I was trying the whole color pooling. I don't know what that is. Oh, it's that blanket. It's one of my son's blankets that he still has to this day. Oh, fun. New primary. Gotta love that. Here's another blanket I made for my son before he was born. It has more done to it. I'm sure I'll have the finished product here in a minute. Here's some dishcloths. There's a hat I made for my youngest. There's my middle child modeling another hat I made him. I was going to make a Lego blanket, so that's what that is, but ended up not making it. So there's the start of that blanket. This blanket, I think I showed you guys in the very beginning of my YouTube channel posting. It ended up getting ripped because they were playing with it. And it actually is a lot smaller now. So if you take out the, I don't know, the first like 6 inches, the outer 6 inches of it, I took that off and kept it a small square. So it's a smaller blanket now. It was very disappointing when that happened. There's that blanket again. Oh, yes. Okay, so this blanket here, I made into a bigger version for my daughter with chunky yarn. So this is made from, I think it's the Karen Chunky Cakes. because it's the bulky yarn. She still has that thing, and that thing is heavier than crazy. Some little fingerless gloves I made my youngest. And then my middle child, fingerless gloves. And then a braided ear warmer. Starting to get into some of the stuff you guys have already seen. So see, I've made a few amigurumis in my day. They turn out pretty decent. There's a hat I made on my knitting machine and my dirty house behind it, and my daughter wearing the same hat. So yeah, I'm going to stop that. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that. There's a little more there, but it's starting to get into the stuff you guys have already kind of seen. I'm sure there's more, but that you haven't seen. I don't think there's anything I haven't shown, though. Past all those hats and things. Yeah. There's not much more. So anyway, yeah, Teresa, I'm going to go get my glasses adjusted because earlier today they were bothering me up here. They're still a little tender up here on top of my ear, and then they keep sliding about that far down. See the bend on my neck or my nose? I need it to be up a little further. So, oh my goodness, Lana. I had to get a new primary the other day, or not the other day, last year. And thankfully I did, because I ended up doing blood work with them and found out that I have something I thought I never would get or never thought I would have to deal with, that my sister and dad and others in on my dad's side of the family have gotten. So yeah, it's definitely worth it, because sometimes they'll catch things that weren't caught before. So I'm just hoping this blanket ends up having straighter sides than that mosaic one that I made. Although I'd love to, that mosaic one turned out really pretty. All right, I got one more side left on this round. I think once I get there, I'm going to go ahead and call this a day so I can get ready to go, because I got to give myself a 20-minute window to drive there. And I got to make sure the kiddos are playing nicely before I leave. So, yeah, I had my eyes checked a little over 2 weeks ago, actually, and got my new glasses ordered, and they came in yesterday, and I need to go have them adjusted just a little bit more, I think. They fit fine when I left the office yesterday, but for some reason, I don't know if I'm just getting used to them or what, but I'm having to, like, that much more. Yeah, I ended up liking my new doctor, and thankfully, though, I got the recommendation for my new doctor from my best friend, who is a nurse. And I don't know how she found out about him, but her kids, her kids see him. Her two older kids see him. So he's a good primary for a family. And he's really nice. He's a Christian, and that works well for me. So I hope you like him too, Teresa. I hope it works out for you. You know, these kinds of blankets where you start out and you get so much of it done so quickly, and then you get to the outer edges of it towards like when it gets bigger, and you're like, it takes forever to get around. They're so deceiving. Like you get so much done on it up to a certain point when you first start them, because look, I've already got, quite a decent square going, and I haven't really put a whole lot of time into this, but yet the bigger it gets, the longer it's going to take to go around. and do these rounds. Oh, cool. You looked her up and read her reviews. Well, that's good that she's got enough reviews out there that people actually take the time to do that. So, yeah, thankfully I got mine word of mouth from a trusted source. All right, so I made it to the end of the round. I think this is going to turn out different than the mosaic one. I like it so far. So I'm just kind of eyeballing it on the camera here. So we'll see. It's going to be scrappy, y'all, because I'm going to add that one. Man, Kendall, I'm so glad you were on here to help me with that. So I'm going to add the Unicorn Magic from Big Twist on there, and then this purple, and see how far I get. Hopefully I can get big enough. I have another purple of this that I can add more purple to it if I want, to try and get it big enough for a donation. So, anywho, I need to go off here because I gotta leave soon. So I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and I will see y'all in the morning, 7:30 Central for me, and I will see you then. All right, I will be live in the morning at 7:30 Central. So set your clocks. So yeah, Thrifty. My husband has really good insurance. So yeah, I love the discount that we got on these glasses. Let me tell you, quite a discount. All right, I will see y'all in the morning. Have a great Tuesday. Bye.